Joining me now are Matt Ashbrenner and Joel Amick of United Carolinas Cavalry. Guys, you have been hauling supplies, water, anything people need to the areas hit by Helene, and that includes North Carolina, South Carolina, East Tennessee. First, I just want to say thank you for your work and for being here.
Hey, you know, it's not really us. It's all the volunteers that have come out in droves and all the donations and all the people that are willing to spend their time, their money, use their vehicles to help these people in northern western North Carolina, and we're just so grateful that they were able to do that.
Yeah, we've got lucky by having some really good team members help us out.
It really has been a bright light amidst all of the devastation watching this from afar. Your Facebook page has thousands of followers. You've worked with other online groups helping in this relief effort, including the Hurricane Helene Airlift Relief, Carolina Aviators Network. How did this all start for you guys?
I'll go first here. I was actually working at a house in Kannapolis and watching the weather. You know, we had a lot of rain that day and the day before. And on the Carolina Aviator Network, there was a lot of guys that were talking about what flyings were postponed or rain or canceled, basically. There was a big fly-in down at Triple Tree, and they were all playing in the water down there. But when you're a pilot, you're a mini meteorologist, sorry. And so we're all watching the weather going, you know what? There's a low over Tennessee, and this thing's going to get dragged over to the west, and it's going to spell a nightmare for those people up there because there's no dirt, it's just rocks. And so as we're all watching that, I made this post on Friday night saying that we should get our assets together and try and help our fellow man over in Western North Carolina. And Joel was like the second one to jump on that and saying, we should absolutely do this. And so that's really how it started, was just a small little post on Friday night.
Yeah.
Wow, and a lifetime has happened since then. Is there a specific story that stands out from your time helping these communities?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of them. I think the one that really hit home for me is, so, you know, we didn't think we'd be doing this for 3 weeks. We figured we'd be doing it for a couple of 3 days until other agencies came in and were able to really take on. But as it got more and more people came in and more supplies, we ended up moving I think 360,000 pounds of supplies via air, over 2 tons of supplies via the ground. And I had a lot of people come up to me and they said, this is the most important thing I've ever done in my life. And that really struck home for me, that people are willing to put out there and do what they can to help people they don't even know.
For me, the speed of how we did everything, you know, considering the first day we did 4 flights because of the low ceiling in the mountains. And then on Sunday, the line that we had around the hangar and around the airport was crazy. It was single file for probably 2 football fields long. Then it was double file. Then it was triple file. And that lasted all day long. Mm-hmm. And we ended up doing 100 flights that day. We did 124 on Monday. We did 150 on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we did another 155, and it was like the numbers just kept going up and up and up and up, and our volunteers never complained. They just kept on digging.
Yep.
One of the most compelling parts of your Facebook page is that you post a ton of pictures and you keep us updated daily with your videos. You almost narrate how the day is going, and you've got so many comments from that. How do you view the online community that you have created, and how has that helped in this relief effort?
For me, it's validation. How many times have, you know, we read stories or seen stories on the news where people got scammed, or where they donated a bunch of money and that didn't go to where it was supposed to, or the donations didn't get where they're supposed to, or maybe even the people that started the whole fundraising thing pocketed it themselves. I want absolute 1,000% transparency, accountability. We want everybody to know out there that neither one of us nor our volunteers want any of the stuff that's been donated. It needs to go to our neighbors up in the mountains. That is absolutely on point with what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
I will say, I hate to have to bring this up, but I do. Not all activity on social media is positive. Joel, you sounded off on that. We've seen pretty much everywhere that politics has really seeped into the discussion around Helene relief. As I mentioned, Joel, you posted a video about this. I want to play a quick clip about that.
Sure.
He did this, or they did that, or FEMA did this, or they did that. We don't care unless you have something constructive that will help the people of Western North Carolina regain some semblance of their lives. then just move on. Go away. Don't make our job any harder.
You didn't mince words there. How does the noise online impact the people in real life who need the help?
Well, it's not doing us any good. And just like I said in the video, trying to play politics and who did what and complaining about what government agencies, it's not going to help the people of Western North Carolina at all. It's not going to help them get their homes back. It's not going to help them put food on the table, and it's not going to help them have shelter. There's no room for it. We don't ask these people who you vote for when we go to ask them what they need. We just ask them what they need. They're humans. And that's the bottom line.
That's where we share the mindset. It's like we have to be human beings first. That is first and foremost up there, to take care of our fellow man, because we're not going to do it. Who's going to do it?
Yeah. And that's really where the United comes in, the United Carolinas.
Yep.
And the part about coming in with the cavalry is us being able to kind of act as an execution arm of a given event. Today it's Hurricane Helene. Tomorrow it may be a tropical storm at the coast. But what we're trying to do is to set up this organization where we can very swiftly respond and get these people life-saving supplies that they need while we wait for the other agencies to come in and really use their economies of scale to start moving things en masse.
What's nice is we're getting a lot of positive feedback from our western coast people out in Cali and Oregon and Washington, and it's all positive feedback. And I'm pretty sure that some of their belief systems don't align with our own, but it doesn't matter. It's the part about being human. We see their hurricanes, we see their earthquakes, and we see their forest fires, and now they're seeing what we're going through. So, and they've been more than helpful coming across from the West Coast.
I know you're so focused on the work that you are doing, but I have to ask you about these rumors spread online that officials are confiscating supplies or turning people away or not going into smaller communities. I'm more talking about government agencies. Have you seen any of this in your firsthand experience?
No, we have not. And again, just like my post, we don't care what FEMA is or isn't doing. We don't care what the National Guard is or isn't doing. We're working with community centers and churches who have told us what they need. And we're working with our community in a united front to get them what they need.
I usually squash all those rumors because, if I'm the third person to hear the story, then that's not helping anything. I didn't see it with my own eyes. So why would I propagate such a silly rumor if I haven't seen it with my own eyes? What's
next for you guys? What's next for United Carolinas Cavalry?
Well, this is certainly a marathon. It's not going to be something that's going to be over in a week. We certainly see this as multiple phases. We also certainly see that these people, they need some normalcy. So we're planning on having a trunk and treat for Halloween. We're planning on having partnering with the Petty Foundation to do Appalachian Christmas and try to get these people, some semblance back of normalcy, and while they try to deal with all of this devastation.
Yeah, we're nowhere near the end of this because I went to Old Fort last night, delivered a bunch of generators, and their population there is about 675, give or take. But they've got 56 homes that have been red tagged. They have been deemed uninhabitable. So that's 56 home families that are homeless now. So we're far from over.
How can people who are watching this tonight and may want to help you all in your mission do that?
I think mostly if they can, if they want to donate, we have several ways for them to get out and donate to us. If you go on our Facebook page, United Carolina Cavalry, you'll see various ways to do that. We're coming up with a definitive list of what needs are because they change pretty regularly. Right now, we're kind of focusing on generators, heaters, propane, just stuff to keep people warm.
Yeah, in the beginning, it was a very, very, very general list of survival, but now it's very, very pinpointed and specific per the community. And we have contacts in all those little towns that are actually asking for those specific needs. And then we're fulfilling those wishes just because of the monetary donations that people are sending in.
Matt, Joel, thank you so much for all of the work that you have been doing out in Western North Carolina. And thank you again for your time here on WRAL at 7 o'clock.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.